Hey guys, what's going on? Kentucky Kyle here. I just got my first what is this, NASCAR Oval win. My first Atlanta win for the NASCAR iRacing Class C series for the trucks. So I wanted to record it and then kind of give you all like what I'm thinking and why I make the moves I make. I know a couple of the viewers and a couple of my friends that watch are like wondering like, why did you do that there? So this is just me like trying to get better myself, and also if this helps you, then great, and if not, hopefully you at least enjoyed it. I feel like I made some pretty cool moves here. So let's go ahead and start. Just before I ran 67 laps. I came out pole. I ran 67 laps. I had about 2 laps of fuel left. I led all 67 laps. So I was coming in, me and like 2 other cars were coming in. It was the purple car, and you can see in the back behind me once the clip starts rolling. But I went in the pits. As soon as I pulled into the pits, a caution came out. So I go to the pits, I get all this stuff done. I come out 10th. So, and that's, where we are here. So I come out, I have fresh tires. I'm going to start first and then shift into second, giving it gas kind of through the clutch. This guy in front of me starts really slow. I don't know what's going on. He starts super slow, but all I know is I have to like cover some ground, and there's a lot of lap cars in front of me. So I am burning right now. Foot is flat out, and I am finding any opportunity to catch some draft and get in somewhere I can. This right here was a super risky move, and I would do it again if I had the opportunity. So I'm glad I did the move. No one complained about it in the lobby. I could definitely see somebody complaining about it. I would probably complain about it if it happened to me, because it was super risky. But it happened. It went well, so we're good. I come up here. I go high here. I'm just trying to get as much ground as I can, right? I was leading the entire race. I come out 10th. Like, I'm bummed. Like, what's going on? I need to get to the front. Like, that's all I can think right here. This guy like instantly comes down, and you'll see here later, like he's all over the place. So I'm just still kind of pushing up here a little bit, kind of like feeling it out. Sorry, I coughed there for a second. So I'm just feeling it out here. This 20 car, he like comes up a lot. And I mean, I do stay lower in the second lane, but I am never like coming down into where he is, right? So like, look, he's all the way up in the second lane. He actually hits me here. We get a little neck cone. I get a little squirrely. So I get a little worried here. So what I do is I get closer to him. I know this sounds funny, but I get closer to him, hoping that if he doors me again, I have the room to kind of get out of the way. And then I start thinking to myself, like, I'm being way too aggressive. So then I pull under here, pull right behind him. So, and then he just like, he's one of these guys that just follows. So he followed the other car kind of come up. So I got to get under him there. So it worked out. I got away from him. I'm pretty sure he probably causes one of the wrecks that happened at the end. So now I know the 11 car is a really good racer. So I'm not too worried about them. I can kind of do what I need to do here. And I don't know anything about the 7 car in front of me. So I'm just trying to kind of hold the 11 off, right? I don't really want the 11 to be able to get ahead of me. But I also don't want to push the 7 too much. So here, what I'm doing is I'm just pushing the 7 enough to stay in front of the 11, and I'm watching my rear view like crazy. I'm just trying to make sure I see as soon as the 11 gets a run. So, and I think that's what the 7 is doing too. In the beginning, I just thought that they couldn't hold a line, but now that I've watched this a couple of times, I think the 7 is trying to throw a block. And to be honest, in these trucks, what I've noticed is throwing blocks is just not worth it. People just slam into you, especially like my I rating. I'm 1700, or like almost 1800, 1700 range. People just slam into you and you just wreck out. So anyway, he just keeps doing this thing. I mean, right there, I don't understand why he did that, right? Like, why did he come up there so much? I mean, maybe he's saving tires now, but I think it's too late for that, right? So I just keep pushing him, just kind of staying ahead. You know, I could tell that the 12 was coming up on the outside, and I knew they were going to get a run, right? So I just got to keep us fast, right? My thing is, I can beat this guy for sure. Like, I already have that in my head. I know I can get a run on him because I'm able to push him early before the turn, right? So I know I can get a run on him. So let's make sure we keep him in front of me and no one else. So that's just kind of what I do here. I just kind of keep him there. The 23 behind me never got over half a car close to me. So eventually here, you're going to see, like, you can tell this guy just keeps coming up. Yeah, I think, is it right here? No, it's not here. But he comes up kind of block them. I think either he was blocking them or he just can't hold a line. I can't really tell because sometimes he does it when no one's there. So unless maybe he couldn't see and he was just trying to check for the run, I'm not 100% sure what he's doing. But I'm just sticking to what the game plan was that I put for myself. Just try to keep their run down to a minimum. So I can see they're getting a run here, so I'm just like really in the gas here, trying to catch up. Kind of like I'm a little higher on the turn here to kind of slow them down a little bit with some side drafting. And then I push him, right, which helps a ton. It was a little late, but he held that one. So I'm just kind of like running right here. Good thing is that it looked like the 12 got squirrely there, and it slowed him up a ton. So we're still pushing. No one is up top helping them. I think that was a big thing that helped me out. No one really wanted to be up top in this lobby. Everyone ran. I mean, the top like 10 cars were running really well. I thought anyway. I really enjoyed the lobby. There were some wrecks, but nothing up front. So. Oh, yeah. So the 8 car comes up, and the 8 car is the car that was pushing me like the first like 20 or 30 laps of the race. And he was holding his line well and giving me great pushes and stuff like that. So I was not worried about him at all. I knew that I would be fine with him like right in front of me or right behind me. I'd rather him be right behind me. So I'm going to continue to push, but I'm not going to worry about him at all. I'm not worried about the 8 at all. I'm not worried about the 23. I'm just worried about keeping the 7 ahead of me, or the 7, me and the 7, like, you know, ahead of everyone else except for maybe the 8. Like if the 8 gets ahead of me, it's fine, right? I don't really care too much. I can see the 11 is getting a run here, and I'm getting kind of worried because if he connects with the 8, I could get pushed back to like 4th or 5th, right? Depending on how this goes. So I'm starting to kind of like get a little antsy here, and I think the 7 car is too. And yeah, so I just can't tell what he's doing there. I don't know if he's like trying to block or he just always swings out wide to take the corner, but it slows him up a ton. So I'm still pushing him here. It looks like I'm really the only car pushing anybody. I'm doing like super light pushes because I gave him a kind of a hefty push early on, and he didn't take it too well. Like he was kind of all over the place. So I didn't want to do that anymore. So I'm always like letting out on the push, just like make sure I'm totally square on him. And then I let out right before I hit him and just kind of, you know, move him ahead of the group behind us. So I don't think I push him here. Yeah. And then we're going. The 8, you could tell the 8 feels like more comfortable with me too, right? He's in the turn. He was like really on my door. And then Yep, there it is right there. So he comes out again, and I just kind of nose under him. And what I did was when I nosed under him, I made sure that I had at least half my car to his door. So if he does come down, and it is a risky move. I'm not here to argue if it's a risky move or not. But how I thought about it is if I can get most of my car under him, when he comes down to door me, I know I can control this car. And I don't have another car under me. And I do have a lot of the Atlanta track to kind of, move down if I have to. You could even see, like, I kind of like came down like a little bit, just to kind of get out of that situation. So the 8's pushing the 7 pretty hard here. But I'm really not too worried here. I am a little aggravated. The 23 just like sits back the whole time. But I don't vocalize that or anything because I just want these guys to run their race. I'm not trying to make anybody mad. We're in like the top there's only 12 laps left, right? So I'm not trying to make anybody mad. If anything, I'm trying to make friends. So we're just cruising here, The 23, he's driving great. He's not all over the place. I'm not too worried about it. He's not trying to like go under me or anything like that. He's just riding on my bumper, not pushing me. I wish he would push me a little bit, but he's not. So I'm just going to let it go. And then the 8 car comes down and I instantly said right here, "Hey buddy, I missed you." And he said, "I know you did. I'm here." And we just take off. And we start flying. I'm telling you, if this would have stayed green, we would have left the field. So, and the 23 probably would have linked up with us, and we would have left the field because he is great at pushing. I have to say that. Great. So we get the caution, I think, right here because we're kind of like separating a whole bunch. Yeah. We get the caution here. So we're going to skip through this real quick. It shouldn't be too long. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So we get the go here, and I give it, right? And I get a little squirrely here. I instantly shift into second. I kind of pull away from the pack, and this worries the heck out of me. Also, while we were in that caution, I told the 23 car, "You're behind me. We only have 2 laps to go. I want every push you can give me." So you're going to see this guy. He hits me hard here, like really hard. But, it was fine. Like, it was super square, super hard push, but super square. We're going. And then I think we get another caution. Yep. Okay. So now he was in third. The 8 car was in third. And I'm real happy, right? Because I know he can push. And I'm just like talking to him real nice, right? Like, you kind of have to do some like mind games with some of these guys, right? Like, I'm not doing mind games, but like I'm not sitting here like talking trash like I'm the best driver in the world and stuff like that, right? I'm saying like, come on, like just push me. We're like a team here still, right? Like, we'll race my exact words were, "We'll race each other on the after turn 3." And he agreed. So that's what we did. So he just kind of stayed there. I wasn't worried about the 23 at all. I probably should have been because he does come up pretty quick. But here you can kind of see the 8 is just on my bumper. Perfectly on my bumper. The 23 is just lagging behind. He gets a little off there. They did just wreck, but we already passed the line. So we're coming around. And up here, you're going to notice I can kind of tell he doesn't push me anymore. And that's when you know that he's making a move, right? When you knew he was supposed to push. And what I did is I just came down on him and kind of like kept my door there to slow him up. And then here's me trying to do a burnout. And I'm not really good at it, to be honest. But I do appreciate you all watching the video. Please, if you're still here, you might as well like and subscribe. You know, maybe I'll get better at burnouts if I can get some more wins. So, yeah, I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching the videos, and see you in the next one.